Hello, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all being safe with the weather we're having. Anyhow, today is a pre recorded video. I recorded it yesterday just because, I thought everything I've got here sitting ready made. I'm not going to be adding anything new, so let's just get the video recorded and I'm good to go for Friday. What am I doing on Fridays on my channel is my finished objects. And I've got a nice little pile here, a little more than I thought originally. I don't think this one I've shown yet. If I have, I do apologize. But this one's for Judy's Creations in Crochet. Make along she does. And this year she switched it up actually. Last 3 years she'd give us a photo each year. We draw our color inspiration from it and then make whatever we would like. This year decided we're going to have 12 themes. She's got them on a little spinning wheel, and each month she spins the wheel, and that's what we make. She did give us a rundown on the 12 items, and the funny thing is, there was, out of the 12, only one subject I've never made before. I do have it on my to-do list. I have talked about it in the past, and that is mosaic crochet. Wow, which do you think she landed on for the very first month? That's right, mosaic crochet. So I thought, oh, okay, here we go. Let's dip my toes into something new, but something that's been on my wish list to make. And so I thought, okay, I went looking on YouTube, found a pretty simple pattern. Now, the pattern, I cannot tell you whose YouTube video I watched. I don't have it opened anymore. I probably could go looking for it, but who knows if I'll find it. And the pattern was supposed to be for a coaster. I think 2 rounds less than what I currently made. And I thought, that's kind of lumpy. And I sat it out and I put my coffee cup on it, an empty coffee cup that was. And I thought, I don't think I'd want to use this as a coaster. So I added 2 more rows and went with it and thought, okay, that's as long as I'm making it. And I've got it made so that it's a bookmark. And let me make sure I've got the bottom on the bottom. Yep, I do. So here you guys go. I left the tassels kind of long on both sides. So it's a bookmark, but if you wanted to, I think with the size I made, you could easily put like a keychain ring in it and throw it on your keychain. So my very first attempt at mosaic crochet, I think my tension looks pretty good. It was actually, the pattern was very simple, very easy repeat. I just got to remember when to do the drop stitches. And yeah, mosaic's not that hard, I don't think. I do have a pattern that I want to try for an actual blanket, but that's for another time. Then the next project I finished, this was done with Burnett Value yarn in a blue and a light tan or a light brown color. Just, cheap acrylic. The next project, I cannot tell you the yarn I used. I had a small little kitchen Glad garbage bag of yarn given to me, and this was in it. I just know it was a very thin yarn, and I can show you as to how thin, and believe me, it's thin. If I hold it up beside the worsted weight yarn, you can see how thin it is. Okay. So I had 3 skeins. Just so you know, this is what's left. I don't know how big the skeins were. I would put them at 100 grams, I think. So sorry about that, everybody. I'm still lingering with that little bit of cough from the cold I had. So over at Nan's, I gotta look, see what her channel's called, because I feel like I haven't done all these in so long. Nan's Crochet Ideas. This year is the second year of the Stitch versus Stitch. And for the first month, our one stitch was a shell stitch. So I thought, okay, I like doing shells. And I don't remember what the other stitch was because the shell stitch grabbed my attention right away. And I thought, because I only had the 3 small skeins of yarn, and I don't want to do a straight like a back to forth row pattern because the last little blanket I made, I don't know, it just dimension wise seemed really awkward, but I worked with what I had. So I thought, no, I want to go in the round. I thought, I do know there is a shell pattern you can do in a round, and I'm going to hold it up in front of me, and I hope you guys like it and can see the stitches okay. So that way it's the same all the way around all 4 sides. And I think it's a really cute little baby blanket. Now it's not very big. Like here it is, fold it in 4. Or well, half and half. So yeah, I guess you'd say fold it in 4. So it's not a very big baby blanket. Oh, there's a hair. My hair. Let's get rid of that. But it's a light material. Beautiful little yellow blanket. Do I have a baby to give it to? No, it's going to sit in my stash till who knows when. So I made that to put in the entry for the giveaway. Then Judy at Witch Piece Craft, she has started her make along again. She does mini ones for like 6 months. And this year's theme is she is showing us books done by Australian authors. And you got to kind of pick something from said book. Now, I know she's calling it Book Buddy AU, I believe. And as you guys know, when I went and did my yarn therapy little shopping spree, I bought a book with a bunch of little donut amigurumi type things to make. And the first book, she rhymed off a few different animals that are in the book, and one was a koala bear. I thought, perfect, one of my donuts is a koala bear. So I finished it yesterday. Now there are eyes on there, but I only have one set of eyes sized, and they're very tiny. So I want to buy the most I could for, my butt kind of thing. But there's my little donut. And I think a little child would find that so cute. Like I said, there are eyes. They're just down here. Very tiny. Now, in the pattern, it called for a little white circle here in the center. And the white around the edge was supposed to be done with a white fur. I may have something similar to that type of yarn, but I wasn't digging for it. I just used the regular white yarn for my around the ears. I did the little circles, and I added the one. I didn't like the way it looked, so I thought, you know what? It's off. I'm taking it off. I'm not leaving it on. So, yep, there's my first entry for that make-along. And they are so cute. I can't wait to make everything in that book. Like, I just think they're adorable. Now, this one, I got to kick myself in the butt. I just did these up about an hour ago. Had no intentions on doing any more quick crochet and whips today. This is for over at Erin's Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight. I'd already had all 3 items made for my entries. I had not yet added them to her Facebook group. So I decided a little bit ago, let's do that. Get them uploaded. Get them in her group. And these items I may have already shown you. I don't recall. But I uploaded the one I knew exactly what it was, which was that hexagon crocheted cardigan I made with the color grape. I knew that was one of our creators' items for this month, so I added that. And then I'm going through my photos thinking, what were the other 2 things I made? I don't remember. So I had to go over to the Spotlight Creator Spotlight for the month and look through all her videos to see what kind of popped out to me while I watched that video. I think I made those. It took me a bit. I found it. It was cup cozies. I made 2 of them. Like I said, I think I shared them already with you guys. And then my older son had come over for a visit, brought tea for us from Timmy's. We used the cup cozies. I sent the cup cozies home with him. And then I did not take no picture. I looked on my tablet, no picture. I looked on my computer, no picture. I looked in my Facebook group, no pictures. I thought, you gotta be kidding me. So I thought, okay, let's whip up two more quickly and get them up and on the group. So the first one I made is this blue and purple. Now I would use this on a cold drink because it's that soft fuzzy yarn, and it's neither one of them are cotton. But this one you could use it on a hot drink. Just really be mindful of the material. Definitely keep an eye on it. Inspect it every time you use. And then I made this little gray one, which the gray one I'm going to keep for myself because it's got nice tension to it. But yeah, I made that little gray one as well. So yeah, I ended up making 4 of these coasters where I only intended to make 2. Like I said, I never took the photos or anything for the other 2, so I did take the photos of these ones. They're already up and loaded, so we're good to go there. So, yep. So yeah, those are my whips for this week. I know I've been saying I haven't made much, with being sick. Well, the koala bear little donut I just made this past week, and same with the cup cozies I made today. The bookmark / keychain, depending on how you want to use it, only took me like an hour. The baby blanket's really the only thing I've been working on while I've been sick. So those are my finished objects. Hope you guys like what you see. If you're new to my channel and you want to see upcoming items I make, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. If you like what you saw, wouldn't mind if you hit that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys all soon. Bye for now.